Are you a beginning guitar player? Are you trying to minimize pain in your fingers? Let me help you. I'm David Harsh with Guitar Success for You. I've been playing the guitar for 30 years, but early on, I was thinking of giving up because I had so much discomfort in my hands as I tried to play this thing. I've got 8 strategies to give you some relief and momentum as you develop your skills, and trust me, you're going to want to consider all 8, so please experience this whole video I've prepared for you. Strategy number 1, play the long game. If you look at your guitar journey as a sprint, you may run out of steam quickly. If we think we're going to get tons of results in just days or weeks, we may set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. Now, we may experience some quick, small wins and leaps forward, but the big, significant wins take a bit more time. Taking your time also reduces the risk of overdoing it and causing unnecessary pain. If we rush this, we may try too hard early on and end up with fingers that get tired or sore more quickly. The guitar is an instrument worth taking seriously, so take it steadily and make the progress you want to make over time. Run this race like a marathon and pace yourself. Strategy number 2, start with notes even before chords. In my early development as a guitarist, I discovered the importance of individual notes first. And that's actually how I teach in our Guitar Success for You experience. I lay out the open position notes, the white natural notes, like this. This can lead to melodies. Which are just strings of individual notes that flow together. And then I use the individual notes to build chords. The hard part about playing chords is that if we're just getting started, we may actually get in our own way by allowing fingers to mute strings that are supposed to sound, like this. If you want your chords to sound clean and clear, especially in a progression of chords, you may want to check out this video on solid chord transitions. It's got some excellent tips, especially for beginners. But if you start with just individual notes, you can explore what it sounds like to play melodies, which can be much more attainable for a beginning guitarist. At the same time, you'll put less pressure on your fingers with individual notes, which will reduce the amount of pain you may be experiencing. One note at a time may be just what you need in these early stages. Strategy number 3, make sure your guitar is set up. I've mentioned this strategy in a few other videos because really, if we ignore what sort of playable shape our guitar is in, we could be setting ourselves up for unnecessary pain and frustration. The action, which is the distance from the strings to the frets, needs to be moderate. If the action is too low, the strings will buzz when we play them. But if the action is too high, which is much more common, it can be really hard to play any notes on our guitars because we have to press down so hard. And if we're trying to press down too hard, you know it, our fingers are going to start to hurt a lot sooner. I've met too many guitarists who have given up on guitar because their action was too high and they couldn't play their guitar and make it sound anything like they wanted it to. So what's involved with a setup? Well, the repair shop takes a look at the nut and the saddle, which are the critical points over which the strings are anchored. If those need to be lowered for better action, the shop can make that happen. Another integral part of most guitars is the truss rod, which can be adjusted as well. This is a rod of metal that runs through the neck. Some truss rods can be adjusted up here behind the nut, like mine. Others have a wrench port inside the sound hole. Some guitarists feel comfortable adjusting their own truss rods, but I always have the shop adjust my truss rod. Any guitar is worthy of a setup. I interviewed the master luthier and the president at Mike Lull's Guitar Works, and they work on guitars from all over the world. Many played by guitarists you will know. They said that even high-end guitars coming straight from the factory typically need a setup. I'm telling you, having your guitar set up could make all the difference. Imagine if you were trying to drive a car with low tire pressure in all 4 tires. That would make the journey much less enjoyable, right? So consider having a repair shop look over your guitar for optimal playing and minimal pain. Here's a bonus tip I'll include. If you're not quite ready to get your guitar set up for one reason or another and you want a temporary solution, grab a capo and place it on the 5th fret. This is a trick I learned from my friend Tommy at the G7th Capo Company in the UK. Doing this puts enough pressure on the strings to lower them closer to the frets for easier fretting. Be aware that this does change things a bit, so if you're playing open chords, you'll be in a different register or key center on the guitar. But that might not matter in those early stages of guitar development. If you want to get your very own G7th capo, and G7th makes the best capos on the planet, check out the link in the description. Strategy number 4, try playing a nylon string guitar or an electric guitar. My main instrument is an acoustic steel string guitar, which can really be hard to play for a beginner in the early stages. If you have a steel string guitar, see if you can get access to a classical nylon string guitar. This type of guitar typically has a wider neck, which makes notes a bit easier to play because the strings are slightly further apart. But also, the strings are softer and more responsive. They take much less pressure to make sound, and they can be much less painful to press against. A similar experience can be found with an electric guitar, which is also very responsive. The strings are thinner gauges, and the instrument with pickups doesn't typically require as much pressure as you fret the notes. There are always exceptions, but it's always good to try playing an electric just so you can boost your morale and remind yourself that you can play those notes you've been practicing. And again, finger pain will be reduced or even avoided with an electric guitar as well because you won't have to press down as hard. And if you already have a nylon string guitar or an electric guitar, you're already there. If you want a little bit of perspective, you could try playing a steel string acoustic guitar, especially one with high action, and then you'll realize how blessed you already are with the guitar you own. Strategy number 5, stretch and strengthen your hands. There are 3 essential stretches I teach our members in Guitar Success for You early on that have been game changers for me and for them. This is the simplest and easiest one. If you want to know the other 2, you'll need to look into joining our community. Also, since I can't carry my guitar with me everywhere I go, I often keep a hand strengthener in my pocket that can help build up the strength in my fingers. If you want to know the 3 best hand strengtheners I recommend and have used for years, watch this short video that walks you through all of them. Here's a teaser. I love this one. It's called the Omni Grip, and I link to it in the description. In the video, I take you through these hand strengtheners and show you which part of the hand gets strengthened by each specific tool. The other product that has been a blessing to me as I work to develop strength and skill is this puppy. It's a portable practice neck. It's super inexpensive on Amazon, and I link to it in the description. And it comes with a little adjustable wrench for tightening the tension of the strings until they feel just right. I will say that it doesn't actually make a sound with pitched strings, but you can strum on this little pad to sort of feel like you're strumming notes. It comes with a collection of picks as well. This is a very portable tool to have with you on the go when you can't bring your guitar someplace. I will say that you need to be your own best advocate for your health and comfort. So if you have any sort of past injury or have been recovering from carpal tunnel syndrome or repetitive strain injury, approach these types of strengtheners and even guitar playing in general with a healthy measure of caution so you don't overdo it. I don't want to instill fear in you. I just want you to have that longevity that we talked about earlier. So strengthen your hands and fingers so you can press down on those frets with greater ease and less discomfort. Hey, before we go on, if today's video has been helpful to you so far, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so we can offer you more value in the form of future videos here on our channel. Thank you. Strategy number 6. Remember that consistency is key. Bruce Lee is known to have said, long-term consistency trumps short-term intensity. By this, he means that athletes don't engage in an intense workout for 10 hours and then call it good for the rest of the month. That's just not how athletes operate. In addition to the fact that a 10-hour workout would rock an athlete's body a little too hard, they'd miss out on the opportunity to build strength, muscle, and endurance, which only happen over time. So a daily or every other day workout of just 30 to 60 minutes over the course of a month will yield much better results for an athlete. The same thing applies to a guitar player. Practicing all day for one day won't yield nearly the results of a consistent, moderate practice routine of 15 to 30 minutes a day. Intensity can be good at times, but let me tell you from experience, consistency allows for steady strengthening of the muscles and the development of muscle memory and even ear training as you hone your skills. You know what else consistent guitar practice produces? I think you know. Calluses on your fretting hand. The skin gets thicker, harder, and more resilient. The initial pain of getting those calluses to develop starts to go away, and then you can just play your instrument and focus on enjoying the music. Now, if you want some good ear training, take our new ear training challenge designed for beginners and beyond, and see how strong your ear is. So with consistency in mind, I want to gently encourage you to consider the fact that if you take a week or a month off, it will be harder to get back on track with your routine, and your calluses may fade away a bit. By contrast, if you take a day or two off, it won't be so hard. Your hands will remember and your calluses will remain. Look at each day as an opportunity to break things down just a bit at a time as you practice. We actually have a new Guitar Success for You practice log my wife recently designed that you can have shipped right to your door. It can start at any month or even any week of the year and goes for 12 months. It can stand up on a flat surface for easy reference. Each month contains an inspiring quote to keep you going. You can buy this practice log via the link in the description below. Speaking of practicing, we do have another video all about the ultimate practice routine for guitarists, and you just might want to check that out, especially if you're at all a fan of the 1980s. Strategy number 7, spend time with other guitar players. Whether you join us in the Guitar Success for You membership and experience our weekly Zoom calls, or you have a one-on-one teacher or even an accountability guitar friend, spending time with other guitar players keeps you going as well as pursuing your goals. Other guitar players will get you in ways that non-musicians or even non-guitarists won't. They'll likely know how to encourage you and help guide you as they collaborate with you. Inside Guitar Success for You, we do a couple challenges each year around learning new music. Folks commit to learning a song they've never played before, and then they film it and share it with the group. I put a big compilation together, and after we've all watched it, we gather to debrief and encourage each other. And of course, after that, every participant has a new song that's been added to their repertoire, whether a worship song, a singer-songwriter piece, or a guitar solo. Real music is why we learn to play this instrument anyway, right? The notes, chords, strumming patterns, scales, and fingerstyle exercises all hopefully lead to playing real music. Lastly, strategy number 8, pray for patience. If you know the Lord, this will make total sense to you, as patience is one of the fruits of the Spirit from Galatians chapter 5. I believe patience is essential to our journeys, not just as guitar players, but as Christians. Nothing significant was ever accomplished without dedication, including learning to play the guitar. There will be opportunities to be tempted to give up. Many have given up, but you don't have to. I'm pretty sure that I can say this, so I'm going to say it. You and I can't even imagine the beautiful music that's waiting to appear under your fingers as you play this amazing instrument. It just may take time. Correction, it will take time, but it will be worth it. Now, if you're still here, it's because you patiently went through this entire video, and that shows commitment. So if you're looking for ways to reduce pain in your hands, I'm hoping that today's video has given you something to grab onto. If something I've said today has been encouraging to you, please drop a comment below or share this video with someone you know. I mentioned several other videos here on the channel that could help you. I have links to all of them in the description below. The one I'd recommend next for you would probably be our ear training challenge. Because if your hands are feeling a little tired right now, you may just need a break from playing. Let your ears do a little work as you go through the ear training challenge. No guitar required. I'll see you there.